us know where y'all watching from in the comment section. All right, we got a real quick, like almost like emergency meeting. We was not expecting this when we went live the other night, and it's crazy because I don't know if it was prophetic or what, because we talked about in that stream, if you guys caught it, that and Sheridan just disappeared. He literally just disappeared. We live, y'all.
It'll
I
be
don't know what.
faster than this. Nah, give me a second.
That is hilarious.
He is crazy. He is crazy. Yeah, y'all keep letting us know where y'all watching, and we got South Jersey in the building. We got South Jersey in the building. Who else we got? What else? Who else in the crib tonight? Well, or this afternoon, depending on when you watching. Um, Let us know where you watching from while we wait on Sheridan to figure out. There he is. He faded back in.
I'm
This is
back now.
hilarious. We got Hampton,
Hey, I
Virginia.
really don't have much to say about Sheridan because he always talking. But how did you just do that fade in? Dog?
I know,
Hey,
right?
man, come on, bro. I know, right? Get out of here, John.
Exactly. We're
John
saying
is
the
sitting
same
over
thing.
there at NASA talking about, I know. No, I'm not trying to hear you talk, brother.
I'm not
Kenny,
listening.
we'll talk though, man. You already got the tools, brother. We'll talk.
Yeah. So
Just
this
had
is
to handle
hilarious.
something real quick, man. You know, just
I
dealing with some,
understand.
as my grandfather would put it, sino drippage. So you know, I'm just saying.
I was about to say
God bless
dad life type stuff, because
you. Oh
any
no,
second.
no.
Yeah, we got
Nah, I
Eric
mean,
from
yeah, that
South
can happen too.
Carolina. We got UK. We international. We got UK in the building. That's what's up, man.
UK in the
People
Come
building.
from
on
What
now.
up? What
all
up? What up?
over the
UK,
world in
tap
in
in.
a few matter of seconds. That's really, really cool, man. But no, yo, we tapping in real quick just to kind of have a quick powwow. We ain't gonna be on as long as we were the other night because it's Friday night. I got date night. We got all that stuff going on, all the shenanigans. But yo, the other night during our Keys and Conversations podcast, if you guys aren't tapped in, y'all need to tap in with us. We have some good conversations. We mentioned that if anything would pop off this year, it would probably be the Electro 7.
That was
And
you,
I
Doc.
don't have
You was the
no,
prophet.
Yeah,
I
it
know,
wasn't
I don't have
me.
no
It was
inside
you.
information. I don't have no inside information. I ain't tapped in with Nord like that. So I have no inside information. I was literally just speaking because it just made sense. Like that's the only board. This is the 6. This is the 6H, just 6D. It's not even the HP, it's the 6D. But I was like, this is the only board in their lineup that has not been touched. 8 years is strong. It's been just with the Electro 6. So my brain just said, well, if they just dropped the piano 6 last year, and the Nord organ 3, and then they dropped the Grand 2 all last year. And so when you look at Nord's lineup, it's like, well, it's easy to surmise that that's the only other option. If we're gonna see something this year from Nord, it was probably gonna be the Electro 7. And lo and behold, as is this deacon at our old church used to say, they used to be like, lo and behold, Nord woke up this morning and Nord was like, yo, here you go. Like to see it? Here you go. So I've already dropped my video, and I've given my opinion on it. If you guys want to check it on YouTube, on the YouTube channel, I dropped a video on it this morning. It's going kind of crazy. We're going to look at some of the comments in the section in a second because I want to kind of show what people are saying, about it. But I want to know, to my constituents that are hanging with me and to y'all in the comment section, I want y'all to be participatory in this conversation as well. Whichever one of y'all want to go first, what do y'all think about it? Who going first?
Hey man, look, let me call John out though real quick, Kenny, for this
Why?
pastoral vocabulary that he's coming with his constituents.
Not
And then
peers,
what else did
not
you say?
friends,
Not
not
peers.
brothers.
You said something else, and those who are hanging who are
I can't
participatory.
remember.
Yeah,
Participatory.
participatory. Yeah, I think that
Participatory
was made up. I
with
don't
my
know that. I don't know
with
that
my
that's a real word.
constituents.
No, participatory is a real word. He's I tell you what, man, y'all pray
Constituous
for
is a
me,
real
Doc. I don't
word.
know why my sinuses
It
just
is.
started beating me up. But nah,
You gonna go
I mean, you
first?
just come with this pastoral vocabulary, brother. You just come with the pastoral vocabulary.
I'm churched
So
all my
it's
life, man.
you tossing the ball to us, bro?
Yeah. What y'all think? Because I already given my opinion
Okay.
already online. Y'all's opinion
Um.
is just not out on
So
the ethos yet. You
shameless
going first?
plug. Yeah, I'll go first because we got the Nord guy, in the room. But shameless plug, my video will be dropping tonight. Um, yeah, still doing a little editing on it, and just want to make sure that I get everything that I want to say out in the first spin, and then we'll do some more videos. Maybe not, because I'm just saying they didn't have enough. They didn't have enough. They didn't do anything to this board. This is a
Yeah.
Nord Electro 6D
Mm.
in an updated package. They didn't. I mean, one thing that I wanted them to, which I mean, I don't really care about the Electro like that. I'm just saying because I have a Stage 3 compact, and it's been enough. We've
Yeah.
talked about that before. It's enough of a board.
Yeah.
But with the Electro 7, I would have liked to had seen the Electro 7 at least in the synth section have two faders with two synths that you can stack, because if there's any section that you're going to have two sounds on, it's either going to be on the piano section or the synth section. You ain't generally
Yeah.
going to have two organs, but the synth
True.
section and the piano section, let us stack. At least you still have an out with the piano, I mean not the piano, the stage 4, to where you can stack on those other parameters. That
Yeah.
makes it all the better. But just the two on the synth, they did not have that. They don't have USB-C. I'm sleep. They're still not doing audio over USB-C, over USB period. I'm sleep. They only have one port for the expression pedal, which you have to use with the in combination with any other parameter that you want to program to that control pedal. Sleep. Like, it's not, this ain't an upgrade, man. This is not an
Yeah.
upgrade. This is a renovation. This is a
Mm.
renovation, and Nord they gotta get with the times, man. But I mean, it's also a niche board. So you have the people who are Electro people, you have Stage people,
Yeah.
So this is going to appeal to those who have the Electro 5, the Electro 4, 3, it's going to appeal to them. But then you get into the conversation of, and we had this conversation the other day, and Kenny clarified with the sound quality. But in the grand scheme of things, you have the same sound library as a Nord Stage 4 in
Yeah.
this Electro with limited features and no pitch bend and no mod
Come
wheel.
on. Look at that. What that's my thing. Look at all of this. Look at all of this space over here, bro. Look at this. That's like, look at that. Look at all
Dude.
of this real estate over here. Look at all of that real estate. It's just a blank, like, you
And the
could put
thing
a
about
whole
it
nother
is, John,
section in there.
the thing about it is if they had added that, that would be a minor, like a major upgrade, but really a
Mhm.
minor upgrade. The weird thing about it all, and I'll say this in my video, I'm telling y'all, it'll be up later, is that you have the CC for pitch bend and mod wheel
Yeah.
built
Yeah.
into the Logic board. You just have to hook up another board that
Yeah.
does that to it. That's weird. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
so
I hook
weird.
it up. I hook up my Roland all the time. My A88. I hook it up all the time, and I use the little joystick joint on it. It works just fine.
It's
So
weird.
it's
Why would you
weird.
have the functionality with no wheels? So I mean, no wheel or joystick. So I mean, I understand what they're doing. They're going with the progression of times, but I'm gonna go on and say it, and not just because I love them to death, not just because I
Mhm.
love them to death, Kenny. But if you're gonna get a board that does this, you might as well save that money and go on to get you a Vstage, because you have better sense, more capability. You have an EP section that's separate from the regular piano section, and Roland
Mhm.
has upgraded their pianos, and they are cool. They may not be, you know what I'm saying, as
I can
acoustic
see
as Nord. They may not be as acoustic as Nord,
Yeah.
but I mean, use case. You spending
Yeah,
this
I mean,
money,
it'll
you
work.
want
It'll work in the
functionality.
situation.
You
Functionality
got
is
trunk
definitely killing,
bars.
and they're the same price. They're the same price
And the
point.
organs sound better. All right. I've been on the soapbox all
Ooh,
week. Kenny, you got it, brother.
what you
All
got to
right,
say, Kenny?
so
He
yeah,
got his hands
I'm
together.
slightly disappointed, but I'm not disappointed. Much expected it to be exactly what it is. I think we talked about this the other night. So I had very limited expectations on it being a better board than it has already been. Where Nord has won and will continue to win is uh, the samples that they have in their pianos and the polyphony problems that they do not have is what's going to always lead Nord players back to Nord. Now, I do agree with everything that you say. Um, if you want to talk about where Roland has really won at, Roland with the USB-C, Roland has won absolutely there. Of course, they got
Yeah.
the best synth engine that you can imagine, and the pianos are not terrible unless I'm comparing it to Nord. However, where Nord has lost me, no, where Nord has lost me was again, I don't see a space in my arsenal for an electro anything. Like I don't need
Yeah.
it. I don't see
Yeah.
a space in my arsenal for the piano or the grand, especially when I have the stage and the electro. It shares the same space as the compact. So there is really no need for the electro. And
Mm,
it is what it is. There is no ifs, ands, and buts about it, especially if you have to take another board out to use a mod wheel, especially if they
yeah.
did. Now, however, you do get they upgraded the effects, so you do
Yeah.
get more effects on this.
Per
They
layer, and
did,
you get them
yeah,
per layer.
and they also upgraded. They got a better synth engine in there now, which again is not comparable to Roland, which y'all know I sing the praises of Roland when I get to synth. That's my go-to.
Yeah.
Um, but again, we'll see this on wedding gigs and people who just need something to take out real fast, and they didn't want to save the extra $600 or $700 to buy the compact.
Yeah. This is cool.
Yeah,
And so go ahead, Sheridan. I was
I'm
gonna add
sorry.
something in, but go ahead.
I just gotta disagree with you on it being on par with the compact, but it's still because it's still not. Because the compact you can do two expression pedals with the compact.
No, so what I no
Um,
no when I said that I was talking about like size and
okay,
Yeah,
yeah, so I was talking
portability.
about
Yeah.
size, yeah, and portability.
Yeah.
yeah,
Those are the two things that I
okay,
was talking about with
Yeah,
it
because
being in the
you
same
can
okay.
run
range.
out with a 73 key, or that's one of the reasons why I have the 61. Like this is a throw it under my arm board, you know what I'm saying? Or walk in with a little small gig bag situation. Like if I had to go play at a wedding or like a bar or a little small gig or whatever, this is what's going out. It's probably going to be this guy because it's the smallest board in my arsenal. You know what I'm saying? And the sound, of course, is you just can't compete with the sound quality. So if I'm going out gigging, even a small little church setup or whatever, um, this is the board that's going out up under my arm because it's just the quickest, down and dirty. Let me grab it. It's got everything in it I need. If I need to play Rhodes, if I need to play organ, if I need to play piano, if I need to play just some aux. The only check I have is the lack of this freaking pitch bend. But so dang it, my what's it called when did my what am I my doggone trackpad when did? That's hilarious. Um but the only check I have is the lack of pitch bend and mod wheel. That gets me. But so I did find some information out that I'm gonna point out here. Let me get this back on. There we go. We back. Um Let me zoom in here. So if you guys can see it, I'm gonna zoom in. It's like really grainy. I don't know. Y'all can tell me what y'all think about this. So this is the information I got. This button right here is partly hard to see, but you see where it says vibrato?
hmm
That's their attempt to help us with the whole lack of pitch being in my wheel. So it's a button that can trigger vibrato. I was talking to because after my video, Mike Burrell called me and he told me about this button. He said it's a vibrato. They just put it on the Grand 2. It's a bravado button. He said it's in the stage 4, Kenny. I don't know if you can tell me if for sure. It's a vibrato button and it's a delay button. So what happens is you can
Oh
turn it
yeah,
on and set your rate of how you want it to, with for lack, I always say wiggle, how much wiggle you want. You can
Hmm.
set that, and you can set a delay of like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, or whatever. So what it does is it gives you the opportunity to play. You play a thing, and so it triggers the vibrato on a delay. Depending on how many seconds or intervals that you
So
choose.
would that be parallel with like aftertouch?
No, I wish that would be the easy way. If I wish they just would have put aftertouch, that would have been simpler,
Hey,
and that would have
buddy.
been that would have made up for it. But they put a
So what I'm
button on
saying
here.
with that button, with that kind of parallel, like so, like
It
on
could,
Yamaha products and Roland, they have like the aftertouch. So would that
right?
be in comparison, like just hit
Not
the button and
really.
then set your delay?
Hey, buddy.
You said you said
It's more
you.
Tomato, tomato,
It's tomato
tomato
too.
for that
It's
vibrato
definitely is.
button. Because
So
the
what?
thing about it is,
Go
John,
ahead.
when I'm playing, I'm not looking for no little bitty baby button that says vibrato to make it like it's a feel
what
thing.
It
My
is.
hands,
I agree.
I have my messenger in front of me without even looking at the board. I put
It's.
my right hand on the keys
Mm-hmm.
and I put my left hand on the pitch bend and the my wheel.
Yeah.
Tomato, tomato for that
no.
button.
So but hold
I
on,
see what you
I
did
but and
there,
Go
but
ahead.
nah.
also let me add this too. When I think of vibrato, because I play organ, the first
Mm-hmm.
thing that I think of vibrato is it would be incorporated with the organ setting and not the
No.
vibrato to think this would be.
Yeah.
So I
No. They
don't
put
even
it in a
think that the
sensor.
label, yeah, I don't think the label even match what it could do. Like, cause
So
the
that's
first thing
and
I'm gonna think of
exactly.
vibrato is cutting on vibrato
Exactly.
organ.
C3, V3, yeah, whatever I'm
Yeah.
doing in that area.
And I mean,
But
I'm the devil's advocate. I'm the devil's advocate. I'm pointing out the things that are wrong with this board. There's a lot of things that are good about this board, but
no, yeah.
it's a
It's just
lot of
interesting.
money,
So like
man.
the vibrato thing. So like as you can see, this is what they added. They gave us the vibrato button. They gave us a voice mode. If you can see that, I know it's grainy because I'm zooming in on something that's already zoomed in. You can see mono and you can see legato. So you have
That's for
those
the
modes.
that's for the glide.
That's for the glide. Okay, so
Mm,
that's for the glide because I see glide 1 and 2.
mm.
But I see mono as well. So mono speaks to a lead. You put it in mono mode or key bass or lead, and then you press your vibrato button. You set your delay and you activate the vibrato, and it's gonna cut like so. You'll play a lead. I got this string sound on, so and I don't have no pitch bend or my wheel on this one either. But like you play it and then wiggle after a second. That's what you
Nah,
gonna get.
I'm gonna pass on that, brother.
Yeah, and
Nah,
that's
and I mean,
what that reminds that. Go
What
ahead,
was you
share.
saying?
even with the glide, they have Portamento on the stage, the stage compact.
Yeah,
They have Portamento on there, so
yeah.
I
So
mean,
that's their
I
attempt. That's
get
their
it,
attempt to
flipping
do it.
terminology and add to that, but come on, bro,
Yeah,
come on,
it's
man.
just
But I'm
weird.
sorry, Kenny. What was you gonna say?
No, and I was finna
I'm the bad
say,
guy here.
no, 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 no. And I was finna say again, like again, I think they wasting our time. Give us what we want. We want. Yeah, I mean, y'all, they are wasting our time. Give us what we want. And again, I don't think none of us, besides John, really want a electro. Like, I don't need the electro. In in no circumstances do I
Hey
need the
man.
electro. So I'll just buy the
Nah,
stage compact. No, because
yeah,
I'm telling you, Nord has a space in my arsenal for sure. It's my main board. It has a space in my arsenal. However, I don't have a reason to have an electro. Like, and then
yeah.
I'm looking at the price, and I'm just like, now will
That's
I
my
piss
thing.
him on about a mod wheel? And when you
If
think
I'm
of your
spending
average,
this, if I'm
no,
spending
but when you
this,
think of your average key player who got a motif, a montage, a V stage, your average key player is not using a mod wheel. Let's be
hmm
honest. The average.
hmm
I'm not saying the exception to the rules. I'm
yeah,
saying the average guy is not using a mod wheel. And if I could just say I got a Nord, sure. But if I
yeah,
want all of the bells and whistles, I'm sticking with the stage. I'm sticking with the
I agree.
stage version
Kenny, we
of
talking about
Nord.
used cars though, bro. It's $4,000, but I get it. I get it. But
Yeah,
still, I mean,
but
and
so
here's my thing with it, Kenny. is to add a mod wheel and a pitch bend for which you already have CC for, which means if I could program or reprogram CC in this board, I could change one of the drop bars to be a pitch bend if I could do that. But you can't. And the other thing about it is it wouldn't really compete that much with the Stage 4 Compact. Reason being is you still don't have two layers, an A and a B
Right.
layer. You still don't have in as expansive and expressive synth section. So you don't have the faders. I
Yeah,
mean, there's a lot of things that you won't have from an Electro that you will have
that's
on the
crazy. They got
Stage
a
Three.
So,
thousand
but that's
dollar
that's
keyboard
so.
stand. That's
So
crazy.
what we're saying is we're saying the same thing, because the same thing that I'm
Yeah,
saying
for
is
sure.
there is no need for it at all. Like, I don't see a
Yeah,
need for it at
Well,
all,
but
no,
especially.
why don't? But my thing
I'm
is
saying
why
there
don't
is
they?
a need for it
Yeah,
on that board.
what
I'm
I'm wondering
saying,
is why don't they do something like this? I mean, I could even get behind if they said, "All right, for your non-pitch bend folks, we just not going to include it, but we'll throw something in." It's like they sell the half moon. Like this is for like if you got an Electro and you want the half
yeah.
moon, you take this and you
Yeah,
plug it in because they're not including the half moon with an Electro or a Stage or any of the one, either
or
one of
at
those.
all. No, that's
So
a
if you
that's a
want to,
not sold separately.
yeah, this is sold
Yeah.
separately. I'm not
How
mad
much
at
is it?
that. This is, but now this is 250
Three
bucks,
almost
250,
three hundred
yeah.
dollars. Yeah.
Yeah.
but I'm not mad at it. At least there's an option. If I'm an organ player and I don't want this button to press to turn on my vibrato, my rotary, um, give me a half moon switch that I can just plug into an expression pedal and call it a day. Why not do
Ooh,
the same thing for the pitch being in my wheel? Give me like an accessory that literally clips on the same way I would clip this or screw in the same mount, the same thing. Just give it
Somebody
here.
needs
I
to make
plug it
that
in.
via aftermarket. Somebody definitely needs to
Yeah,
make that via aftermarket. But
they clean up.
the thing about it is they either need to do that or even in your app, and we back on the apps, y'all. In the app, make it to where you can change CC on certain parameters to where I
Yeah,
can make, okay, for my expression pedal, since you only giving me one, let me
yeah,
have this
right.
expression pedal
yeah,
be the vibrato. And when I want to introduce
exactly.
something, I
Yeah,
understand what they're
that I could
doing.
get behind that.
They're trying to bridge the gap between a gig board and a stage piano. I get it,
But I
but
get that.
it
But
was a
see,
big
but here's where I
miss.
don't get it. So here's where it met. So good segue that you did. So for me, this is where I have the problem. So this is where my major problem is. So first of all, let's look at these price points right here. All right. If I want let me go back. If I want to get a hammer action, not the version I got, this is the cheaper version of the Electro. But if I say I want that 73 because it's got the hammer action, I 4 bands. Here you go. Right. But then if I want a Nord Grand 2, the same freaking price. What are we doing for that? But wait, there's more. Let's say I want the piano 6, but I want it in a 70. They got a 73 key version. Hold on, let me find that 73 key. Y'all gonna trip out on this. That's it? Okay, where's the 73 key at? I just saw it earlier. Uh there it is. If I want a 73 key piano 6, look at the price. What are we doing? That's my
So I
question.
got
It's
to
like, so
answer.
if you got 4 bands, what you spending your money on?
It's gonna be the
So I
Electro
got to answer
HP
to that.
because it has more
No, no,
capability.
I got to answer to that. If I
But you
got
got the
four bands,
faders
I'm
here
gonna
on
go.
the 6. At least they put
Yeah,
What is that?
faders
Is that in
here.
the
yeah,
piano section?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the
but we
wait a
But
minute.
got
you
That's
don't have
the
no.
faders.
You don't have. But you don't have a synth on there though, for
You
real,
don't have a
right?
synth, but you can't add pad. No, they have synths because you can do pads. Let me see what's over here. This is that's
well,
the
I mean, that's
effects
all you're gonna
section.
do: pad, strings,
Yeah,
and
this
brass.
piano, it's piano. Yeah, it's
Your game
piano
is
and
right there.
synth. Look at this. Let me screw. I zoomed in too quick. You can do piano, and then you got the sample synth section.
Yeah,
It's
they
just
missed
like
the
the
mark with that.
it's the electro minus the organ. That's all it is.
Yeah, they missed the
Oh,
mark with
okay. I'm
that one.
sorry. So you don't have the organ. Okay. So look
You don't
again.
have the organ.
Here's my answer to all of that. You go do two more wedding gigs. You save $4,800, and you go buy the Stage 4 Compact, because you still
Yeah,
got your
that's what I'm
organ
saying.
section. You got multiple expression. You don't have to worry about a mod wheel or a pitch bend. You have all of the, you got everything that you got in that board. And I think again, this is where the whole rollout of the Electro brand in this company really kind of grinds my gears because you have too many keyboards that just cross and the
Yeah,
functionality is all the same and you're not giving me nothing else, you know,
because look at the way, look
except
at
the
the
only keyboard.
grand. The
That's what I
grand
was
is the
gonna
same way.
but you took the words out of my mouth. The only
Yeah,
keyboard that I would say that gives you a total different playing experience is
it's
the
the grand.
Wave.
It's the wave. Yeah,
No, the
yeah,
Wave, the
yeah.
Wave,
The
because
wave.
Yeah.
the Wave
Completely different
is
board.
its own separate. Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's a completely different
But
board. But
everything
when I
else is
look
the
at the
same.
Electro, when I look at the Electro is just missing the brakes. You know, when I look at the grand piano, it's missing the tires. But when I look at the stage, it has the brakes, the tires, and the wheels. You know,
But
so
why do I have the same
that's why I just
analogy
don't
on
agree
my
with it.
doggone video, Kenny?
That's funny.
Oh, that's
I
crazy.
asked an educated question. I said, imagine having a car with no steering wheel. Come
I
on, bro.
know.
It just don't
Yeah, it
make sense.
makes.
But I get it. I understand. I understand how they're doing. But it still does not. It doesn't make a lot of
Do
sense.
you really? If
To
you
I
can't, you
mean,
can't say you understand and it don't make sense.
I
It don't
understand
make
what
sense.
I understand what they're trying to do, but it still
Okay,
don't
what are
make
they trying to
sense.
do? Maybe you can. So help us
Yeah,
understand what you think.
They're trying to cater to different niche markets, like
but
your
it's
wedding
too niche.
players
How
and
how much can you niche down to where it just
and
doesn't
that's the
make sense
problem.
anymore?
That's the
It's
problem.
just too
That's the
like
problem. And they're
it's
not
it's just too
consulting the
niche.
right people. I mean, some of the people, like when they do the stage, when they do the organ, they got the right people. You got Glenn Gibson, you got
Hmm.
Kevin Powell.
Hmm.
I mean, you got Doobie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
The
consulted
right
all of them when
people.
they built
That's
the
who
when
you
they
want to
built the
consult
Nord
for an
3.
organ. Why ain't y'all consulting people for this electro? I know y'all didn't. I know
Because
y'all
I
didn't
would have
because it would have
told them
came
if
out
I'm
like
just
this.
I'm not in the I don't have a dog in the fight, but what I would have told them it goes back. I'm gonna toss it back to what we was talking about the other night. What we need in 2026 is a module. To me, that's where
I'm
this
leaving.
would
I'm
make.
gone, John. I'm
No, you
walking
don't
away
have
from
to
this
leave
conversation.
because
No,
there's foundation and precedence for this. This board, if this board was a rack, if this board was a rack, they would
it,
sell out because most ninjas want the sounds the key beds are like subjective. Some people love them, some people hate them. I'm not a huge fan of Nora Keybed. uh I like the one. The only one I like is the Grand. That's the only one I'm
Okay.
really like in love with.
Okay. The
So the
Kawhi.
keyboard, the keyboard is subjective. What ninjas really love and want with anything Nord is the sounds, the organ,
Yeah,
the
for sure.
piano, the Rhodes. So strip these keys off,
they do
put
not
this in a
want the
rack.
organ. They want that piano.
Yeah, strip all of that
So
away and make this a rack. Even if it's $3,500, even if it's 4 bands,
Yeah,
ninjas would pay it because they're gonna plug up their big bag, as Mike call them, the big backs, the yammies, the big bag
Yamis.
yammy. You gonna
Yeah,
the
plug up
big
the
bags.
big bag yammy. You gonna plug that joint up, and you gonna still have your 2080 and your MKS, and you gonna put your Nord rack right up under it, and you're gonna call it a day. And then you know what? There's precedence. There's even more precedence because they did this before. I think they did it. I'm thinking about it in real time. They actually did this with the Nord Electro 2, I believe. Yes,
Yep, the Electro Rack. That's exactly what I'm looking
they
for. I'm
did
looking
this
at elect. They
before.
yeah,
don't
yeah,
even have them. They don't even have them in their legacy
No,
products.
they
That's
don't. They don't do it.
crazy.
Look at this. They did this before.
yeah. I
Imagine
Yep.
remember.
this in 2026, but with the. I mean, you ain't got to put the drawbars on there. That would. I think that would
Nah, you
look
definitely
weird.
got to put the drawbars on there.
Or put the
Nah, it ain't gonna
drawbars
look
on
weird.
there.
Put them drawbars on there. Put them
This
on
was
there.
the two. They did this before, and I'm
Hmm.
like
And then,
Ty
Put an
Tribbett.
LED on
If
there.
he
Just
did
cut
it
out the middle of
before,
that board.
yeah,
and
I'm
then
like Ty
hold on.
Tribbett. If you
And
did it
then they
before, do
give
it
us.
again.
Then they give us the same interface on the North Stage 3 because they
Yeah,
skipped over the yeah. So here's my take, right? Now again, I don't think that they're consulting the wrong people, but what I do think they are, I think they are going after the wrong crowd, right? Or
Yeah.
they're not
That's a good
consider
point.
they're
That's a
not
good point.
considering other crowds. Let's say that. Because again, like if you do want people to use your synth engine, then give us a mod wheel and give us a pitch bend and leave it
Come
at
on.
Yeah.
$3,900. And now we having this is a different conversation. This is we're
Whole
talking
give
about
different
something else,
conversation.
totally different conversation. But if I
Yeah.
have to take the Electro 7 and still even take one of my just controllers just so I
Come
can
on,
have a pitch bend, then
bro.
what's the point?
I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm
Now I
back
can
in my
definitely
saying
see
I'm
that.
back
And
on
to
my
be
soft box.
clear,
Yeah.
to be
If they had
clear,
this,
I
if
I
they go ahead.
I did say consulting the wrong people, but specifically on this product, not on
Mm,
other products. Because when you see Danny playing the stage, when you see, I mean, they got Mike Davis on organ now. Come on, bro.
yeah,
Like it
Jeez,
don't
yeah,
get no
yeah.
for
better
real.
than that. You
Yeah.
got, I mean, you got even Josh. I don't know how, and shout out to Josh, man. He's one of the nicest guys ever, and
Hmm.
super fire on keys, like unimaginably
Who is
fire on
Josh
keys.
Who? There's a
Um,
Yeah.
lot of Joshes out
You
Josh,
know,
here.
it's like, you know what I mean?
Josh, I
Josh's
can't.
play.
Josh Dumbfay. I don't know how
Oh
to
yeah,
pronounce
yeah,
his
yeah, yeah,
last
yeah,
name, but I
yeah. I
think
know
it's
you're talking about.
Oh yeah,
Dumbfay.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Um,
yeah, 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 yeah.
but
He's
he's
really good. He's really good.
amazing and he's a nice guy, man. And he does a great job with this. But my question is did y'all talk to Josh? Did y'all ask Josh, hey, what do we need to do here? What can we do here? What can we do
Hmm.
there? I can't say that they had that conversation with him because I mean he's Josh a player just like us, man. And I mean he has other boards just like us. So my point was, and again, there's no disrespect to the people who endorse Nord. It's
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
so saying, Nord, y'all need to open up y'all ears and ask the right questions so that y'all get the right information so that y'all can sell the product to the right people.
Come on.
Church say
But
amen.
are they really asking the questions? And this is one thing that I noticed about even endorsees, right?
Hmm.
Like again, sometimes these guys just happy to be a part of the conversation and not
Yeah,
saying the hard thing, right? And
yeah.
so not saying that they not saying the hard thing, because some of them may say the hard thing, but are they being heard? You know what I'm saying? And so then
Yeah.
I would rather have the conversation knowing that you're going to hear and you were listening to other sound designers, other guys who like I would love to take a Northern Electro and use it, but I don't have a space for it. There is no
Yeah.
place for the Electro in my arsenal, especially when I have the Wave 2, the Stage 2, the Stage 3, the Stage 4, the Nord organ. So like at that point, I don't really have a need for it because then if I look at my stage right here, I have the organ, I have the piano, I have the
Hmm.
synth, I have the layer effects. So then I don't need that. What am I gonna
Exactly.
do with an electro? And I have
So then
the mod wheel and the pitch bend.
Yeah,
so then we start talking about what you talked about before. Common use case for the common player and not
yeah.
Yeah.
somebody who has three iterations of the stage. No slight, no shade.
No,
But
but what
Hmm.
I'm
like
saying is you
a lot of
also
people
in
what I'm
price
saying
point,
is a
you got to
lot of
think
people
about in
can't.
price
That's what
point
I'm
if you
saying.
can
That
afford it.
my
No,
exact point. A
if
lot
you
of
can
people
afford
can't
four
afford that.
grand, bro. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If you can afford 4 grand, and then you only got to go up an extra $700 or $800, if you hold off and let's just say 2 weeks worth of gigs, if this is your intention, they
Is
are
it? If
not
you do
doing this
this,
for the
yeah.
price point. Yeah, they're not
I
doing it
only
for the
get paid
price point
$50 a
of
gig, Kenny.
okay, bullshit. They not doing this. Remember, this is not a cost efficient board. I've never known a $4,000 board to be cost efficient.
Yeah,
So let's
yeah,
stop with the cap. This is not for the cost. If you can't afford a Nord, this conversation ain't about you.
It
You
ain't
know what I'm
about you,
saying?
yeah.
But this conversation is for the guys who can afford a $4,000 board. Probably can
Yeah.
afford a board that costs an extra $800 to nine hundred
Five,
dollars
yeah,
more.
5, 8, 900
Yeah.
bucks, yeah. Exactly. Now it's
So
tomato and tomato.
yeah,
yeah.
this
No,
is
I
not
get it. I
for
Yeah.
get it.
this
You
is
do have
not
a
for
point.
this is not for the mod the Mo DX users.
No, for real, for real. No, I'm with that. I'm with that. So I wanna get with the community is saying or what have you. So I'm gonna jump in there. But before I jump over to what uh the people in the comments, our comment section, this current chat is saying, I do want to jump in and see some of these reactions that I had to it on my video. These are just like raw reactions. Most of these I haven't even read. This is on my video that I just posted. If you haven't seen it yet, let me see. It's already going. We got like 4K views on it. Look for the video that says uh doesn't say no Electro 7. It's gonna say one of these three titles, but you know, because this is my YouTube analytics stuff, you know. But if I jump over here to the comment section and let's just see what some of these cats are saying. Like this guy said, I played. Yeah, he jumped a paragraph. I'm not gonna read all of that. This
I
guy
was gonna
says,
say,
agree.
yeah, you probably want to get Siri to do
Right.
that.
Agree with this,
Right.
the
For sure.
incrementalism comments. They knew what we wanted. This is what people are saying. I'm not. This is what people are saying. They knew what we wanted, and they held back far more than Yamaha did with the Modi X release. Also, I couldn't see what the memory is. Blah blah blah. Looks nice upgrade, but three things bother me. They brag about a new synth engine, but include no pitch bend or mile wheel. The USB is for MIDI OS upgrades and data transfer. For $4,000, that's my third item. USB should include audio. And he goes on and on with his tangent. These folks is going on tangents. It's like owning Apple products. I must admit though, when I sit down at the
That's
Nord
funny.
Stage 4, it's a breeze to execute some chops with ease. But it's hard to justify the keyboard prices for me with so many other keyboard options. This person says they think it's a serious update. They like it. They got the ADSR filter. They did add ADSR. That's a plus. We
They
didn't have
did.
we don't have that here on the 6. So I got you. Yeah, I'm with you. And a filter. I'm with you.
ADSR in
That's
the synth
cool.
section.
Yeah, in the synth section. You know what I'm saying? They
Oh,
added
okay.
that, but no pitch being in my wheel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They put
tomato.
the engine that
So
say you literally just said.
this is not
I
a
got you,
board for
man.
synth players. You see what I'm saying? This is not a
Yeah.
board for synth
Mm-hmm.
players. So you give us this crazy upgrade to the synth section, but you don't give us what we need to play synth. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
let's be honest, I have yet to see somebody go and say, for my synth, I'm going to use this Nord board.
See, look at this guy. This guy says, so instead of the HP, I just get the latest Yamaha Montage MXS for just extra $600 and have the 88 key competitor. Like, you know, like at this point, like you if you're at that price point at 4 bands, you are like questioning your life at that point. Like, what is it? What is it? If I'm gonna spend $4,000, I might as well just go and get the Montage M, or might as well get
Yeah,
the
nah,
whatever,
you might as well.
whatever.
Sheridan, what I just did was I took your dog out the fight when I said that the people who are trying to play the Nord Electro 7 is not thinking about, hey, let me save a couple $100 because they are going to take into consideration what is missing. And again, this is no slight to Nord because I swear by Nord. Y'all notice all of our conversations, I swear by Nord, but I'm the guy who's going to tell the truth. They dropped the ball. And shout out to Roland because Roland, although they did not give us no faders, but they heard everything else. They heard everything else. And guess what they did? They made their board not only the Vstage is compact, right? Even the 88 key is still in comparison
It's
to
not
North
that
Stage
big,
4.
yeah.
They probably, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
And
one and
it
the same.
definitely in
But
comparison to the
no,
MNX.
we're not even talking about. We definitely not talking about the MAX. You got to have. You still always got to have two people carry a motif,
That's
Montage,
crazy.
Yamaha,
That's why I
anything,
call them
It's
big back.
crazy.
right? But
Yeah.
what they gave us in Roland that we still are looking for just alone in Nord is give us USB-C.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Let this be the brain of our the center of
Come on.
our whole
That's where Roland
setup,
won on
and
it with the V
let
stage.
us be able to do this and separate the sounds not just by our
Let's wait
patch
another 6 years
inputs,
for a pitch being. They
but
always say let's wait another
we're
six
never going to get
years.
it.
They're not gonna
You're
do it.
never getting a pitch bend on a Electro. They do
They're
not
just
hit. I
not
don't
gonna
even
do it.
think they speak English on
Nah.
that part.
Yeah.
They're like, no, 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 no.
But look at I mean, you can see the sentiment of the comments. Like everybody's on the
Yeah,
same
nah.
energy. Like,
So
you
what
know,
needs to
the
happen, and I hope I'm a blessing to somebody. What needs to happen is somebody needs to
dang, he said should
design
be
a
ashamed.
niche pitch wheel.
They should be
Or, I'm sorry,
ashamed of
pitch bend
themselves.
or mod wheel that you can plug into the control section or the MIDI section
and just go
of
town.
that has a MIDI pass through to where you can just set it up on top of that board. It would be corny,
Sheridan.
and it's a huge
But
tomato.
it
It's a
will work.
bag of
I would use
tomatoes.
it. I would
Sheridan.
use it.
Sheridan.
I know
Sheridan,
they
it's
don't want it,
done.
Kenny. I know,
Could y'all,
but no,
could
I'm gonna
y'all,
tell you.
no, hold on. Could y'all please, no, wait, because I just want y'all to stop with the shit. Could y'all please just let them add an extra $200 to the price, cut the hole out, and put the fucking pitch bin and the mod wheel in there?
Because I'm saying,
Are we
I'm
asking for
with
too
you.
much?
I'm with you. Like we trying to do all of this stuff. I mean, because I told you they got look at all of this real estate. Look at all
Nah,
of
for
that.
sure.
And
That's
you
a
know what
whole
they're gonna
nother
use that for?
Yeah.
section.
iPads. They're gonna use that for mini
The
mixers.
phone.
They're
Ain't
gonna
no
use that.
way.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
what they're
No,
gonna
bro.
use that space for. You
Yep.
Then
know
what's
it.
this over here? I got this whole. I got the same amount of space over here
Yeah,
at
all
my
the
right
side of the
hand.
iPad.
desk.
At my right
Another
hand.
iPad.
Pleasures forevermore. At my right hand.
Hey,
I
but you
can
know
do
what?
that.
You know what? And then you go back to your apps where your apps has an actual simulated pitch bin on there. You press
Yeah.
it on there. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
You gonna
that's
knock
what
your
you gonna use
iPad
that
out
stuff
trying
for.
Exactly.
Yes.
Trying to do all of that stuff. This is, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just interesting, man. But like, people are like, this dude said, Nord should be ashamed of themselves holding a pitch bin for the most expensive board when a Radio Shack keyboard has a pitch bin.
Has a
Radio Shack
yes.
Doc.
Like old
Rest in peace.
We're
Casio
not
has a
gonna
pitch
get
bin.
we're not gonna get we know that these companies give us what they want to give us
What
and
they
not
want to
what we
give
want.
us.
Because again, if I could have faders, I would stop complaining about what the only thing I don't like about the Vstage, outside of what I have to do to get it to where I like it, is they don't have faders.
Yeah.
Now, Nord gives us faders, but then they don't give us a pitch bend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's weird
Well,
energy.
and then another thing with this Electro, which I'm sure they did it on this one. The one way that they missed the mark, and it's not a lot of people because as I've gone out and I've done backline, and I've even seen people on stages with well, they never have an Electro, they always have a stage.
Mm-hmm.
But even with these organs, they don't use pedals, so I understand that. I understand a large non-church market is a lot of
That is.
people who aren't using organ pedals. On the flip side, with this B3 bass, that's cool, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Problem with it is you have to split your board on an Arty limited board is what I'm looking for. Arty limited boards, you have to split your board so that the B3 bass is at the bottom of the board, taking up one of your stacks, and you can't play like the bottom note and your pedals at the same time or it'll cut out. Like, make it to where you can plug and play a pedal board and have at least a one row organ. Game changer. Make videos about it and people will buy that. Just it's Titus here. Lord help.
Yeah, tiny. Yeah, I told you. I put his comment up.
Help, Lord. But make it to where you can plug and play this, and you'll tap into a whole nother market, because on some of the things they said they put the Nord Organ 3 capabilities in there. I'm interested to see how far down the rabbit hole it goes with that, because they put the C2D in the other Electros and they sound good. You just can't edit it like you edit the C2D, and I understand that you still want to sell C2D, so you're not going to put all of that in Electro. Flip side, make it to where it can be a one row manual, because you're going to spend almost the same amount of money getting an Electro and a pedal board that you're going to spend getting an Organ 3 and a pedal board. I'm just saying.
Titus.
So I like I like this comment. Personally, I think the Yamaha YC series is better than the Electro. Now, hold on.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Sound wise?
Not sound wise.
Hold on. Wait.
You gonna say sound? I know you ain't gonna say sound wise.
No. That's a comment. You got to read the comments. That's
let me go back. That was in the comment.
Yeah.
I mean, it must be down. I must have missed it. There it is. I see it. I scrolled up. I was going up getting everybody else.
I don't know why y'all would even say sound wise. Like, y'all know I'm not a fan of y'all.
Yeah, because I didn't read the comment, so I was like,
I was getting
wait a minute, where you going with this, Kenny? I ain't never heard you say, because I know you don't like Yamaha.
But let me tell you, it's not that. Hold on.
Repent of your sins.
Hold on. It's not that I don't like Yamaha, just in case Yamaha want to come call me. It's not that I don't like Yamaha. I just don't like that most of these
Yamaha.
companies, yeah, they don't give us what we asking for. Like fix the polyphony. Y'all have been the
Polyphony
lead.
doc, for years,
Y'all,
decades.
y'all have been the leader in keyboards for at least 25 years at this point, and y'all can't go and just give us a little more RAM and give us a little more space.
Yeah,
No,
I
yeah,
mean, I'm saying
no.
it's the simple thing.
yeah.
I
You
mean,
know what, Titus? You right. And Kenny said that. He said, but real talk, y'all got to look at the Electro as a Mo series. Nord, the Nord is base model. In all
I'm with
fairness,
that.
yeah, for sure.
I totally
Not
agree
for
Yeah,
with that.
four
Kenny said
My
thousand
that.
dollars.
check is just
Not
it's not
no,
a
but
if they're gonna go with that, if they're gonna go with that logic, then they need to. I said this to somebody in the comment section on my video because they said that same stuff, and I said that's cool. I said, but if they're gonna go after that series type vibe, if that's what this is, if that's what the Electro is, if it's supposed to be the
twenty six
Mo
hundred
to the
dollars.
yeah, it needs to be half the price, like legit half the price. It
I'll
needs to
give
be
you
half the
3,000.
price. Even there, yeah, it needs to be half the price, and then
Uh-uh.
it has needs to have a picture being in the my wheel because
I'm not
Yamaha,
giving you 3,000.
even outside of that, but apart from that, check it. Apart from that, Yamaha did not skip out in terms of the overall features of the keyboard. They gave us everything that's in the Montage M series apart from the keybed and the polyphony. They truncated that. They gave us a different, lighter, cheaper keybed, but everything else is functionally the exact same from the sounds to the plug-in to everything else. You know what I'm saying? And then the same
And you
go to
still
your
get the
Phantom and
app.
your FAs. Go to your Phantom and your FA series and your O series on the Phantoms. They did the exact same thing because Roland and Yamaha both know, hey, we got people that are on the lower end of the market that want our boards, that want our sounds. Let's give them a cheaper opportunity. And the people that's gonna pay a premium already gonna pay a premium anyway. It's like the whole wine test thing. Y'all remember the wine test where they gave somebody like they put like a $2 bottle of wine and a $200 bottle of wine in front of like 10 people and just told them, hey, this is a $200, but it was the same wine in both. And they was like, yo, which one y'all think better? And everybody was like, oh, I think the $200 one is better because people will gravitate and spend money on something
That's
because
facts.
it's more expensive and they think it's better because it's more
That's facts.
expensive.
That's a
And
status
so
symbol.
people will buy the Nord Stage 4 for the status. Oh, I got the Stage 4. So I spent 6 bands on this. If you got an
Can
No,
you do me a
Electro,
no,
favor,
it's like the
I
John?
green bubbles
disagree.
on the
Hold on, hold
Android.
on, hold on, hold on, hold
Can you
on.
do me
Y'all
a
not gonna
favor?
attack
Can
me.
you not a
Yeah,
part
yeah,
of that
yeah.
conversation? I'm just saying, you
No, y'all
not.
not gonna subtly attack me. We not. No, no, no. We not buying for status. Hold on. We not buying for
You bought it
status,
for
and whether it's a six
sit.
grand
I'm
Uh
not
band
huh.
or
saying
whether
these
it's
days,
Uh
and
huh.
that has a little bit to do with it, though.
no,
Uh
no, it
huh.
don't have nothing to do with it. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what it has to do with. Listen, when you go upgrade a car, you don't upgrade the car thinking that this upgrade of this car is gonna be. Especially if you have people who are true to brand. If you got
Exactly.
somebody who drives a Cadillac and they
Mm-hmm.
drive an Escalade, let's just say they
Mm-hmm.
drive an Escalade, and it was time for them to go to the updated Escalade. Nobody is talking about that it's a $140,000 car.
Mm-mm.
Everybody is saying, "Oh, you got the new Escalade." Oh, it makes sense. If you had the
Yeah.
old Escalade and then you before that you had the
Yeah.
first Escalade, so
We talking about
that's when
people
it
that
started to make sense.
But it's
we
trim
talking about
options. You're
people
gonna
that
get the
don't have it
LX.
though.
Like I'm F-150. I'm a Ford guy. I got an F-150. I have an F-150 Platinum though. So
Yeah,
if I'm getting a new F-150, I'm getting the platinum trim because I know the platinum trim. I know what comes in
but
it. I
that's
know the
true to
style, the
you. But you
luxury,
true
all of
to
that stuff. And I'm
you
true to
you
that.
true to that though. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
so
true to
I
that.
don't think it's about a price point because you still have people who go out here, they put it on Afterpay, they put it on Shop, they put it on a credit card. So that everybody not just dropping 6 grand on a
Nah.
keyboard, more so than I know functionality already. And nobody is
Hmm.
saying that when people changed over from Montage to the new Montage, from
Come
the
on.
XF to nobody is talking about the price point is still around $5,000 or better. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is
Hmm.
Yeah, the
talking about that. So
functionality on
when
that
you
new
start,
montage versus the old is no better.
It's garbage.
what? Yeah,
No, it's a little
no. It's
better.
way
It's
better.
better.
It's a
Oh,
difference.
oh, I
It's
thought you was
better.
When
talking
you
about. I'm
went
sorry, I was
from
reading that
Yeah.
comment.
the motif to the ES, from the ES to the XS, from the XS to the XF, from the XF to the montage, from the montage to the M, you started to notice that if you went from the motif all the way up to the X, that's when
Mm-hmm.
it started to change a little bit. When you got from the XF all the way over to the montage, then you was like, wait a minute, this is total different. Like, why would y'all do this to me? I don't know
I'm
how to
gonna
get
help
around
your
this
point.
board the same way.
I'm gonna help your point. I'm gonna help your point. We all iPhone users.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
iPhone ain't never figured it out. They ain't never figured it out.
They
They just
just
keep
not.
giving
They
us
not.
better cameras.
They
They just
just
keep
it,
giving us
and then
better.
charging the same price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I guess
man. Nah.
maybe that's how
Can
Nord
you
sees
block
themselves.
everybody? Can you block everybody in the comments that's talking about this YC? Because what? Go away. YC? It's a Mo in
But
disguise.
no, but
That's
I
the
understand why people say that, because again, I know brands do this. They look at what the competition is doing and they put
yeah.
something that is in the same category to just make you believe that one is the other. And the YC definitely kind of looks like a black Nord.
It looks like
Mm-hmm.
it looks like
It
the
looks like
CP,
Electro.
and the CP definitely looks like the CP definitely looks like the Nord for sure.
Yeah, it looks like that's
Um,
their
and the
attempt
CP, I ain't gonna
to
hold
go
you.
to the
That
Electro.
CP is it's a nice keyboard. It's
Yeah,
definitely a nice
that's
It
cool.
is.
keyboard. Dope
It's
action, and it's one that Yamaha made that falls in the niche that it's supposed to fall into. Um,
yeah, no, for sure.
and I don't think
Yeah,
it
it's
has a
not.
pitch
It's not.
bend or a
And the
model. I
price
don't know.
point on that
Look
is
that
what
up.
is like the price point on that is less than 2 bands, right? On the YC.
Nah, heck
Oh, which
no.
one? Oh, the CP. Which one am I
YC,
thinking? Let me
nope,
look that
neither
up.
one. I don't think.
Let me look
Yeah,
at
look both of them up. I'm
Yamaha
over here. Gary, knock all my
YC.
stuff on my desk
I'm just
down
gonna look
trying
up
to.
the 61. I thought I looked
And
at that one.
while
Yeah,
he's
it's two
looking that up,
bands.
let's go ahead and drop this. Let's go ahead and drop this real fast. Hey, next week y'all could catch us out in Nam. We gonna be out
Absolutely.
there.
Yeah, I was about to go there. Yeah, if y'all going to NAM next week, let us know. We're gonna be out there for a day. I think we might do a podcast while we out there too.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna do a podcast, and so if y'all see us, we don't bite. Y'all come up and say
Beastie.
what's up.
YC61 don't count. So yeah,
You
it's
talking about
rematch.
this one? I
Yeah,
got
it don't
what's
count.
this one? This like two bands. You said this one don't count?
Yeah,
Yeah, it don't
But
count.
look at it.
61.
This is clearly their attempt
No, it's the
to
Electro. It's
give us an Electro. But
yeah.
guess what they did? At least Yamaha, look at what
Dun
they
dun
gave us.
dun.
Man, I would be happy with that on an Electro. And this is like half the price. So I'm just saying, like, if
it's something like that.
yeah, that's two bands. But it's 4 bands for the Electro with
Yeah,
no
the
pitch bend.
CP88 got one too. Dang.
Yeah.
Dang. And the CP88 is
Nord is the
27.
only one. Nord is the only one that's keeping up that energy. And for whatever reason, it makes sense in their board structure, in their executive board structure. For whatever reason, it makes sense to them to say, oh, wow, like,
Well,
yeah, this is what we want to do. And I get it. I mean, I run a company. I have products that cross over into themselves. I get it. But at the same time,
so
I
that's
try
what
my
I was gonna
best to
ask
not
you,
do that.
John.
Yeah.
Now, what if, John? What if we just talking about just analytics on their side? What if the Electro is probably one of their highest selling boards?
It might be.
Probably is. It
But if
probably
that's
is.
your
I ain't even gonna
highest
hold you.
selling
That's
board,
probably the problem.
put a pitch bend and make it better. If that's the top line
Yeah.
thing, I'm thinking as a CEO, if I'm looking at my product and I'm like, okay, this is the one that's flying off the shelf. This is the flagship. I can sell luxury to the people that want to pay 6 bands for a board. I'll sell that to them. But if this is the flagship, if this is where my money is, I'm investing more in this, and I'm not going to cheap out on it because this is where people are spending their money at. If I know I'm going to run up
Yeah.
X amount of units on it, which they have that knowledge, they have those analytics. If I know this is my hot ticket item, then and I mean, the pitch bend thing goes all the way back. If you get in Reddit
It's a
forums,
heavy
if you
point.
get in all that, they have been asking for that for the Electro
It's a heavy point.
for
It's a heavy
Over a
point.
decade, they've been saying to Nord, hey, can we just get this? Can we just get a pitch bend mod with? I think
Let
all of
me
this other stuff, this cute little stuff with this little button and the stuff, people don't really care about that. They want that really good piano. They want to have a layer. They want the organ, and they want freaking pitch bend right here.
So
So
I
all
got
of
2
this real
points,
estate.
John.
That's
I
just
got
my
two
that's my
points.
take.
Number one, kudos to them though on this for especially on that Kawhi version for the dynamic
Yeah.
compression because that's one of the greatest adds that Nord has added to their boards. Is a
Mm-hmm.
dynamic compression. So kudos to y'all on that. But can you imagine what the marketplace and what reverb would look like
Mm-hmm.
today or tomorrow if they put a pitch bend and a mod wheel on this thing?
Sold. This
Can you
mine's
imagine?
sold. The used
Now I'm
market
cool.
would
I'm
go up.
sticking with
Facebook
this.
marketplace up.
I'm not gonna lie. I used my Nord way more when I first got it. I don't really use it a lot anymore. I use it sometimes. It's the quick, easy board to MIDI up and to get a
Mm-hmm.
quick, easy organ sound out of. Just because my Vstage is an 88, so it doesn't make sense to MIDI that to anything. Who does that? But I don't really use my Nord that much like that. I use it here, and like you probably saw on my Instagram, I had it MIDI'd up to my computer. I was doing
Mm-hmm.
some programming on the Montage M software, and it was
Mm-hmm.
the controller, but
Yeah.
it has a pitch bend in my wheel.
There's a
I'm
pitch
just
bend
saying
in my wheel. That's
yeah.
it. I that's my only gripe. Outside of that, I love the concept. I love some of the new features. I'm a Kawhi guy. I got the VPC one. That's my board. That's my MIDI controller when I need to get down with piano. It's right over here off camera. I keep it over here on the side. That is my favorite feel altogether. So I'm excited of the fact that they got the Kawhi board in here. These are the features. Like all of these features, I know that I'm happy about that. I'm happy about new synths. FM synthesis. FM synth that word. Mono legato mode
He's speaking in
and
tongues.
unison mode, filters but no pitch
Yeah, especially
bend.
with the
I'm like,
unison
what
mode,
is
because
going on? Like,
yeah,
and even outside of like being able to like get down and like really kind of get down with that, a my wheel with a Rhodes, being able to just push the my wheel up and I got
nah,
tremolo.
that I don't like. I don't
I
like.
you don't
I
like
don't
that? I
like
like.
that.
I mean, I used to do that all the time.
Nah,
Chord when I my chord
you
boards,
talking about with
that was like
you talking
the like
about to
the
change
tremolo.
the
Like how
tremolo,
when you can yeah, the tremolo when you can like assign the tremolo to the mod wheel. And so when you
hmm
playing, if you want flat EP, you play that. Then when you want that tremolo to come in, you push the mod wheel up and you got tremolo.
Yeah, I
Or I
mean
want to
now
use it to
that's when
filter
y'all's
a pad.
vibrato button works out. Just hit the
I
vibrato button.
guess, but it's on the synth section. That's not on the piano section.
But nah, they have an auto pan feature. They had an auto pan feature with that. So I mean, I get it. And then they have a road. They have a nah. I don't know if they had this with the Electro. I'm
I'm looking
talking
at it. I don't
stage.
see auto pan. It's probably buried down off in the. I see pan. I see the tremolo. I
They
see it.
should, yeah, they
But
should,
yeah, it's
they
in there.
should
It's
have
in
it on
there.
there because that's one
But
of the niche sounds. I mean, a lot of
I mean,
people
I
are
would
working
use
with
This
it
that.
is
I'm
for.
just
this is what
saying
I
like that. There's quick settings for that. Like a bitch bend. Lord, I said the word.
Oh,
The bitch
oh,
bend.
John, you good, bro?
it wasn't me. It wasn't me, y'all.
It's hanging around Kenny so much. Hanging around Kenny too much.
Wow.
This is what
No,
happens.
Jesus,
that's cussing your heart, John.
A
cussing in
pitch
church. Dang, John.
bend. A pitch bend is or a mod wheel. You can use those not just for expression, but you can use that for assigning other functions to it. Like if I'm playing piano and I got the piano dry, yes, I can go and grab a fader and turn it up or grab a knob and turn it up. But if I got a mod wheel here, I can literally just push it up real
I
quick
feel
and
that.
or
I understand that.
halfway. Those type things. Those are the use cases. I could think of 50 other use cases out of the fact of whether when I'm getting down and dirty with a lead and I want to like do some stuff, like I can think of like 50 other uses for that, for expression. That's what it's
Yeah,
for. It's an
but you don't have a
expression wheel.
So John,
assignable MIDI CC though.
Uh
So
I got a question though. I do really got a question.
oh.
Would you rather a joystick or a toggle or the actual mod wheel or the pitch bend?
I
Which
like
one
the
would you rather?
joystick. I like the
You
joy for
like the
the joy of
joystick?
the Lord. For the joy of the Lord.
Now,
That's my
this is where I think I don't understand on the Nord again. Now we're going back to the pitch bend and the mod wheel. Because they give us the wooden bend
yeah, that little thing.
and
I've always hated that thing. I've
yeah,
hated it.
sometimes because it's too well, one, it's a little too it's a little too
Stiff.
tight. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Yeah,
talking
stiff.
about the pitch
that little
bend
thing, the
for
little
The
yeah,
on the
wooden
and then it
stage.
has
pitch
like
bend.
it
Yeah.
has a slot for your finger too.
Yeah, that's
Which is
weird.
I
It
mean
do,
it's
but
It's cool.
I get it.
but
Nah,
it
it's cool. It
don't
doesn't
feel
feel
like because
natural.
like
My
with the
Yeah.
rolling.
favorite,
Yes.
my
It doesn't
absolute
have enough
favorite.
Yes.
Rolling is
travel.
cool, but I'll tell you what my absolute favorite is. Korg.
Yeah,
The
Korg
one
got
that's
a
on
yeah,
the Chronos and
The
on
for
the
sure.
Korg boards, because it's
For
like
sure.
360. It's like almost
For
360.
sure.
I like that.
Yeah,
It's
it's like an
just
XY. Yep.
yeah, it's
I'm
like
gonna
an
tell you why I
XY
don't
joint.
like
That's
that.
my favorite. Period. That's me
Now I'm
personally.
gonna tell you why I don't like that because I'm gonna tell you why I don't like that because when I turn, if I don't get it right back to center all the way, it start doing something weird. The sound
Well,
changes
no,
But the
it
one
has
on
to
the
be
what's
spring
called
drastically.
it's
loaded.
it springs
It
back and
has to be
forth
spring
on
loaded. Yeah,
nose. It
it goes
springs
back.
back
It
and it's
goes back
spring
to
loaded.
center.
It springs back and
Yeah.
forth on
But
that
for
joint.
me,
I'm going back to the
I'm
old chord.
yeah, but
It's
let
the
me
that's
go
my
on
favorite.
and go on back. I mean, I'll say this. I like the wheels for your
Yeah,
Moog,
I hate
the
that thing.
notched wheels. I like those. I don't like the one on the Model D because you can never set that pitch right. Um, and then I like the joystick for like your System 8, your Jupiter 80. The Phantom has it to
Mm,
where because for me, I'm going to have that joystick between my fingers and I'm gonna either push up or I'm gonna push to the side. Or it's
mhm.
an easy
Hmm.
slap too. You can so I mean it's to each his own, but the Nord thing,
Now,
I get it
let me.
because I'll lay a finger in the pitch bend, and then if I want to slide up on the mod wheel, I'll just kind of mess my mic up. I'll just I'll just
Mhm.
I'll just slide it up, but it's cool.
Mhm.
It's workflow. It's workflow.
So,
Mhm.
listen to this though. I just saw somebody say if Nord added the release. First of all, play grown man piano, y'all.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Come on. No, because I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something now. Again, you we only using release for real, for real. You not
For
when
sure.
you hear piano.
Bumps.
It,
That's all
hold
that's
on,
all they
John.
want. They
God,
want to get there to bump. They just try to bump. But
don't. Hey,
they little
John,
YNs want to bump. These
don't
little
bitch
bucks,
fan
they
me.
want to
Don't bitch
bump.
fan me, John. No bitch fanning me. Okay, listen. But I'm gonna tell you. I would tell you something. Play grown man piano because when you sit down and actually play an actual C7, it feels so good. It feel and
True.
when I hear the Nord, I'm not looking for the release. And a lot of you guys can play. And so this is not no attack on your actual skill level, but
Yeah.
that release has made a lot of guys lazy because it make their stuff sound cleaner. And
Mm.
just play
And then
grown man
too,
piano.
the thing about it is that goes with the thing that I preach the most is digging into the board. Get the sound that you need for
Yeah.
whatever song you're doing. Stop using the same sound for the same song. You know what I'm saying?
All facts, no
Change
printer.
that up. And even if
All
it's a
facts, no
piano,
printer.
get the Midland piano that's going to serve all the purposes, but make sure that your auxiliary sounds up under it supplement what you're trying to play to where you ain't got to even worry about no doggone release. On the flip
Hmm.
side, you know what I'm saying, if you have a good piano and a keyboard, and I'm saying that because I'll go back because I was getting a double speak, but
Hmm.
in the Nord, you have so many piano options that you can do that.
Yeah.
If you want a dry piano, you got one. They just released the Astoria Grand. That's a cool one. They just
Yep.
released the Soft Grand not too long ago. That Soft Grand is great. So if I'm playing, and even in a song, just like you would do um, in your current, because we talking to a lot of gospel and church musicians in your current production, when you have somebody like a Todd Galbraith or a Todd Delaney
Yeah.
or anybody, um, you have we don't live in the age to where you have the same loop all the way through the
Come on.
song. We don't live in that age anymore. So that
No.
when you
Not
get
when
to a bigger part of the
not in the age
song,
of loop elements. Not in the age of loop
I'm
elements.
just
Shameless
here we
plug.
go. Here we go.
No shame.
So that
Plug only.
come on, Doc. When you get to the bigger part of the song, you want a
Yeah.
bigger part of the loop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why would I treat my loops better than I treat the main sound
Come
in
on.
my band? I'm just saying.
No.
Well,
So you have to
if
dig
you
into these
if you
boards
using that one, no, but if you using that one brand, where the
anyway.
loops just what they are.
Anyway, oh my God. Anyway, so what I'm saying is even with these Nords, and this is a free lesson on
I use it sometimes.
those buttons, the live set. Hold on, in the live set area, the program area where you have 1 through 4 on some, 1 through 5 on the others, and you can set them and program them to be, or even just use your knob. Set one to be this sound, the next one to be this sound, the next one to be this sound, to where you can
Yeah.
do it seamlessly, and you can set your pedals to do that on
True.
all of these boards, including the Nord. So dig deep
This
into these
sound like a
boards, find
paid
these
for
sounds to where
no,
you
this
don't.
sound like a paid for. This sound like a paid for master class that you need to
I'm
stop
just
giving
saying.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
go back
tap
and
Yeah.
in.
set that
Go on
master
into
class up.
my
Y'all
Instagram.
hit them up.
I got a consultation link in there, link in my
Go ahead
bio.
and get it.
We consult on these things, and I'll get in your board and help you set it up for your Sunday morning. Hello.
That's
Holla at your
it.
boy, Sheridan Sean
No,
Wade.
for
Now,
real.
and I want to get Sheridan a shout out, right? So what ended up happening was I was getting ready for man, he like literally set up the scenes for a tour date that I did, and I'm like up there. I was up there looking like gold. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
hey,
Mm-hmm.
put
Mm-hmm.
all this. I I was using all rolling stuff, and I had all of my boards set up how I wanted them to be set up, and everything just came together seamless. So shout out to Sheridan and John on Sunday morning.
Appreciate you, brother.
I be calling John
Oh,
like, "Hey
I'll
John,
always be like, I see that phone and I'll be like, what Ken want?
oh, you
What's
know what
up,
I
bro?
want. You know what time?
What's
Hey
going on?
John, this don't work. This
Yeah,
don't work."
I already know it.
Yeah, so shout out to these guys. You got to have some people in your corner who definitely know, what you're trying to accomplish. But, you have to go home and do the homework because ain't no on the fly. So again, we are speaking to people who use Nords. We are speaking to people who use Roland. And again, if you're not there yet, there will come a day where you might have to sit in front of these boards, but be aware of what it is that you're walking into. Because everybody
Yeah.
not
For
gonna
sure.
have your normal, industry standard board. Sometimes you're gonna walk into
Mm-hmm.
situations and you're gonna have to know how to do that stuff on the fly.
All facts. Man, I
Yep.
love it. This has been a great conversation, man. Like I enjoy these, man. We had to jump in and do a State of the Union and like a part 2 to what we did the other night because it was just so crazy that we talked about this on the live that like, yo, like Nord need to do this or Nord is gonna do this. But I was definitely not expecting. I didn't have it on my bingo card for NAMM. I just didn't. I didn't have it on my bingo card for like the day after the pod for it to drop. But I was hoping, as I said in the live, that like when they did drop it, that it was gonna be a pitch being in the mod wheel on it, and they, But hey,
Nope.
this is where we are. I guess we got like I think somebody said it earlier. I guess we got to wait another 6 years for another for to see if they'll update it, then or what have you. But I'm either way. I'm going to get my hands on this feller right here when it drops. Now, the other thing is this actually is not spent planning to drop. I think I saw it on this
To
page when
July.
it's
To
yeah,
June.
July. There it is.
Is it July now?
It's July.
Dang,
Yeah,
it
Let me
said
see.
July.
June earlier today.
It says
Golly.
estimated. It says estimated July. Now it may be out. You know what I'm saying? They may put it out in June. They may start shipping in June. You know what I mean? But they're saying like, oh yeah, it's probably gonna be July before some of these
What's
people
that,
get
the
their.
HP?
This is the HP version. I don't know
Check
if
the
they.
other ones. I'm pretty
Let me
sure they
check
said June.
Let me see what they got on the. Let's see if we go. Maybe it's just on the HP because it is that Kawhi version or what have you. Let's sort by newest. And let's see. So the HP, that's the let's just check the base level. 30, that's still $3,200. Um well, that says June. So you are correct.
June. Yep.
This says June. So it looks like we're gonna get this one in June, the base level 7 in June. and then we're gonna get the big boy, uh, more gripe. I could have got behind them if they said, all right, we're not gonna put the pitch bend on the baby Electro, the 61 key. It's 3200.
But we'll put it on the HP.
We'll put it on the HP because it's the more expensive board.
Nah.
You know, they're giving us
I
four
mean,
bands.
well, I get that.
I would have did that. That's a compromise I could have lived with. But I don't know. I have no connections with Nord. I'm a regular guy. I'm just a regular dude. All of us just regular folks. You know what I'm saying? Like we just want what we want or know what we know. Like there's no slight against the company. It's just like, hey, we just out here saying like as
We
consumers,
consumers. Yeah.
Yeah.
this is what we're looking for. As consumers, this is what
Yeah.
we're expecting. These are our expectations. We get excited. Y'all remember how excited I was on the live the other night. I was like, yo, if anything drops, my bet is on the Electro 6. I'm Electro 6, Electro 6. Then Electro 6 drops. I'm like, nah, bro, what did they do with this?
You know what I
But
just thought of, y'all?
go ahead.
That little open space on the Electro on the
Mm-hmm.
side.
This whole space
You
right
can
here.
put an Akai MPK on there because it got a pitch bend.
Like Kai MP. You talk about where that joint at? Hold
And
on. I
mini
got one
that
of them.
joint.
Where is that joint at?
Hey,
I
John,
can't
they
even get
going
up because
crazy in the
I think
comments.
it's right behind you. I
it,
think
They
it's
oh,
going
it
right
is.
crazy
Yeah,
in the
behind
you can
comments
put this
right
guy.
now.
you. Yeah.
I can't even reach
Put
it because
that
my in
mug on
ears.
there.
I can't reach it because it's in my because my in ears are plugged up to my
That's
joint.
funny.
What they
He
said? Let me
said
go back to the
regular
comment
folk
section.
wear. Uh-oh.
Regular. Oh man, come on, y'all. We are regular folks. I'm a regular dude. Yeah,
Listen, y'all might not listen.
but I'm going to get my hands on this 73. Whenever it drops, I might put a pre-order in or whatever. When I'll talk to my Sweetwater rep, we're gonna see what's happening. And I'm gonna get it in because this is what we do for a living. Now we regular people, but this is what we do for a living. Um,
Right.
and I want to check it out. I want to compare it against to see if it's worth. But I specifically want this specific version. I want this version because of the Kawhi keybed. That's what I'm mostly interested in because I want to see how it feels compared to my VPC and how it feels compared to the Grand 2. I'm interested. So all of that yin yang smack that I'm talking about it, I'm still probably gonna grab this joint once
Brandon
it's out.
Wimbush, I absolutely agree. He said Nora needs a rep like Ed Diaz. Shout out
I
to
agree.
Ed.
Yeah,
Shout
We
shout out
out to
to
love you,
Ed.
Ed.
Ed. We love
I
you,
know
Ed,
Ed is
Ed.
Ed,
watching.
hold on.
I know Ed is
Before
watching.
we say we love you, Ed, me and Ed gonna have to go ahead and me and Ed gotta
Well,
pass the
we're
word.
gonna be
But
in NAM
Ed,
next week, so yeah.
I can't wait to see Ed. I'm gonna give him a hug and a fuck you at the same time.
Come
Yeah.
on, man. Come on, man.
Nah,
Yup,
nah. You know
yup.
what? But I'm
My
gonna tell you. I'm gonna
Christian
tell you what
ears.
I do. I'm gonna do tell you what I do enjoy about Ed, because he knows he's listening and he knows what conversations to take back, and he's not afraid to tell them, "Hey, this is what these guys are really saying." And to do a
Hmm.
whole church tour for the Roland stage,
Yeah,
just to
that's what
see
they did.
what are the church guys saying. And I know,
Yeah,
I gave him an earful, right? I know I gave
yeah.
Ed an earful. And I think I probably was one of the first guys to say, "Hey, Ed, you need to go back and tell them fix these
Yeah.
goddamn pianos." because because
Dog, we
but I'm
gotta
gonna
put a
tell you,
parental advisory on this, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
explicit,
but listen,
explicit.
but you know what? I'm gonna tell you why I say that, because at the end of the day, I do love their scents. I
Yeah,
do love I do love the pads. I do
yeah.
love the EP section. I do love the digital EP, and I've been saying this. So y'all know I've said this. This ain't no, I'm not laying on no layer. I've said this.
Hmm.
I just wanted to be able to feel like I got everything in one space. And I think again where Nord is really losing us at is they still gotta be married to a secondary board. So
Hmm.
even if Nord is my primary, right? Even if it's my primary, if I want a great synth engine, I'm not saying I'm going to import sounds. You know,
True.
if I want a great, now they do have me one on pianos and digital pianos. I won't argue that there. But if I
They're
want
good.
something else, I have to bring something else to the table. You know what I'm saying? And so
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna see Nord in most cases, especially if we're talking about church musician, as a top board with a board that has a mod
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Facts.
You're
wheel. That's what
right.
it is.
You're right. I got no checks for you. I'm broke. No check.
Or you gonna see a Nord with a board on top that there's probably some MIDI going on.
Yeah, always. Because I
That's what
told
I'm
y'all earlier.
saying. You're
That's
gonna
what
see
I
it
would
as a
do.
top board. Yeah.
I told it. I said it earlier. If I
Yeah.
went out and I needed just a main key situation, I would, and I wanted 88 keys in my pitch bend. I would take this board with a double stand and take my Roland A88, which is right back here, because they're both light
Mm-hmm.
boards. Put the Roland on bottom, MIDI this bad boy in the top for the piano roads and all of that stuff, and I would have access to the pitch bend and my
I'm
wheel.
cool. The only reason why I don't take, and I mean, I'm just saying what I'm saying, but the only reason why I don't take my Vstage out now on my Nord gigs is because I had an 88 and it's heavier than the
Yeah,
Nord, and I can carry that Nord with one hand, and I can't
true,
safely carry this 88 with one hand.
true,
So I'm just saying, it's my story. I'm
true.
sticking to it.
And I still stand
Hey,
by this, Brandon, that this should have been a module. They should have, if I can get back to it, let me
Hey,
see if
now
I can
that
get
would
back
have
to it.
killed if they had this with no pitch bend in my wheel, and they had the Nord Electro 7 rack.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, we would have been like, okay, they ain't got a pitch
We
bend in
would have
my
been
wheel. They don't got
screaming on
USB
this
C,
live.
but
I'm trying to
they got a
find it
rack,
again.
and forget everything else. They got a rack, so it's game over. Because and then that's when you gonna see people selling they stages
Yeah,
for this rack.
yeah.
So
But
I'm just
they
saying,
did it. They
not
did it.
you, Kenny. We talking about other
No,
people.
Kenny
no,
ain't doing
I'm
nothing. We
not.
talking about.
I'm not. No. I'm saying. I'm saying. I'm not spending. Listen, y'all. I'm not spending $3,500 for a rack.
Dum dum dum.
Dum dum dum. He's gone.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Here
His
we
camera.
go
But while
again.
since he went out, like, while we wait on him to come back. But yeah, this is what I would have. I mean, even right now, I still think this. I've thought about going and picking up one of these guys because this is not a bad price, and you would get even a Nord been killing on piano since
That's a
2005.
synthesizer though. That ain't even got.
That's
That
the
don't have
synth. Okay, that's the
pianos or
rack. That's
nothing
the
in it.
rack too.
Yeah,
So where's the Electro rack? I'm
that's the.
looking for it. There's one. I'm just trying to see. Okay, that's $1,100.
It's gonna be
Is
hard to
this the
find.
one? This is on Reverb right now. Buy it now. Is this the one? Rack
Yeah, I'm
two,
cool.
Nord, rack two.
Electro rack too. Yeah, I'm cool. No, that's the
Yeah,
synth too. I think
I would pick this up, just because it's a rack mounted dope piano. You know what I'm saying?
in a
I'm
world
curious
where I
about.
could have, in a world where I have a thumb drive and I can put those same Nord pianos in a montage, I'm not buying no rack.
I'm just saying, like, the allure of this for me is the
Yeah,
fact that it's a rack and you can rack mount this joker and you can use any MIDI board you want and it's in conjunction with any of your sounds that you want. I mean, I think there's some precedent still for the racks. I don't know if Kenny is coming
for
back.
sure. Mike Burrell, what's up, brother? Thank you,
Oh,
man.
Mike in the comment. What Mike say in the comments? Let me see. Mike,
This
he
is a
said
good
this was a
dialogue.
good
Welcome back,
dialogue.
Kenny.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
I
We
can hear
trying to
y'all the
we
whole
trying to
time. It just camera went crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. No, we appreciate everybody stopping through. Yeah, there's an Electro 2 rack, but you know what I'm saying, like, if there was a if Nord had have said at some point we need to bring back the rack. Return of the rack.
Yeah,
Return of
return of
the
the
rack.
rack. Listen, man,
If they bring the rack back, I gotta get ready to dip
I
too.
gotta, I gotta point out this comment though. Isaiah
Oh,
Baker, God bless you, brother. You said, "What do y'all think about the RD 2000?" I just got the piano expansion, and I'm quite impressed. We talking about Nord today, but I'll give you my commercial because I just literally had this conversation with Ed Diaz. RD 2000 stellar board, piano updates, pretty dope. They're on the right path. They still have a long way to go, but they have some great pianos. The functionality of the RD 2000 is unmatched, not even by Listen to what I'm saying. Not even by that big back M8X. It's not
The big
matched.
back.
The reason being is because you can go on that board and you're pressing buttons to talk to your computer. You're pressing buttons to talk to other keyboards. You have two MIDI outs. That's two MIDI outs. So that means you have three MIDI out functions. You have USB out 1 and out 2. You can talk to three different keyboards to do three different things at the same time. We're not even in the same league in the same parking lot having the same conversation. So RD2000 is dope.
He
The
said,
problem
"You
with the
down the street from
RD2000
me."
is it's too. It's time for another one because the tech is amazing. It was ahead of its time. I would say instead of RD2000, I would probably get, again, I just had this conversation with Ed. I would probably either get a Phantom 8 EX, or I would get the '08. Yes, the '08 has a dope key bed and it has that functionality that the RD2000 has. So yeah, bruh, it's a dope board. Tech is great. It's light. It's slim. The action ain't terrible. It's a little spongy for me, but I can look past that because the functionality is crazy. But that Phantom '08, if I had to get out of that lineup, the Phantom 8 EX, the Phantom '08, and the RD2000, it's gonna be the cheaper board for me. It's
You
gonna
talking
be
about
this
this one
Phantom
right here?
'08. Look at that thing. Yeah, man, that thing is a beast, bro, and it's one of the best kept secrets in the Roland arsenal. I do not like that it does not have the it doesn't have the IC connector for your power, so it's not the standard power. Um,
Right.
and there's some functionality differences between that and the standard Phantom, but that's a dope board. And I believe that you can put
But
samples in there.
yeah,
And you got a couple of
it's
people that got these sample packs that have those sounds that y'all like, including that MKS in
Yeah.
there or the
yeah.
Nords.
That's the
So
same interface as the Phantom. That looks just like my
yeah,
Phantom right there. And I've never messed with the Phantom
yeah,
'08, but it's 2,300 bucks versus
$2,300 too.
2,300 bucks
It's less
versus
versus $2,500
for the what's
and I
called
believe it might be more. It might be more
for
because of
for
tariffs. The
the RD.
RDEX.
But that's still this is a dope deal. And then I'm even juxtaposed again back on my soapbox with the pitch bend my wheel conversation. Even Roland said, "Hey, we gonna get." They not only Roland gave us a pitch bend, a my wheel, and a joystick
Yeah,
Yeah.
for 2,three
I'm
hundred
just
Yeah.
saying.
bucks.
I'm
For
just
Yeah.
saying.
twenty three
So,
hundred
That's
and here's
bucks.
the other thing.
that's what I'm.
Here's the other.
That's what I. So, but that's what I keep saying though. So
The
I got
button
the
is
RD
cool
two
that they
thousand.
gave us, but I'm like, nah.
I
Go
got
ahead.
the RD 2000, right? And what I think bothers me the most is they had faders. Why didn't you put that on the V stage?
Nah, for
Mm,
sure. So,
I
but
agree.
then I'll see you one and I'll raise you one because Kevin Hayes said it was honestly, I was honestly going to get the Phantom '08, but the V pianos caught my attention. Let me tell you a hack, and I'm giving away free information today. Y'all better go to my Instagram and hit that consultation link because
I
I
don't
got
know why you're
information
giving
for you
away
for
free
days.
information. I don't know why
Yeah.
you're doing
Nah,
it.
because
Just tell them
this is
save it.
advertisement, bro. How will they know if they don't know, bro? How will they know if they don't know?
Cause
So
you
this is for
because you
free,
didn't
and this is the
already you didn't
last piece.
already done gave a
This is the
wealth of
last
wisdom
piece.
away.
This is the last piece of free information. Well, matter of fact, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna give this away, and then we gonna let it ride. Y'all hit up that consultation link in my bio Instagram, Sheridan_Shineway. Spell it
Give,
right.
give them, give them, give
Uh,
them the word, because they'll come
so
back and be like,
the
"What was it you were
free
saying on
info
that
is
podcast?"
we all own computers, so all you have to do is get the Phantom '08 and get the Rolling Cloud, so that you can get the V pianos from the Rolling Cloud Yahtzee. It plugs up USB.
Not
Boom. All right, we
Yahtzee.
done. We done. We done. Hit my
Hey, hold on,
consultation link,
Sheridan.
man.
No, Sheridan. I know you fucking lying. You know why? Because when I just
Come
said that
on,
the other
man.
day, guess what you? No,
Come
guess
on,
what you just
man.
told me. Remember we was talking about. Remember we was talking about the Rolling Cloud. Remember we was having this whole conversation about the computers, and I was saying how I would much rather just use Rolling Cloud, and you was trying to explain why we should get the Integra 2.
Yeah.
Look at
Nah,
what's
we
wrong with
don't
your
have an
head, kid?
Integra 2, so these are
Why you
our
leaning?
options.
Why you leaning?
These are these are our options. So yeah, that's what you need to do. And I ain't even gonna hold you. The V pianos are dope. They are dope, and you have unlimited polyphony. But use the pianos on your computer if you don't like rolling pianos. All the other sounds are worth it. I'm just saying.
No, no,
I agree
Consultation
with
valid.
that.
over,
I
man.
agree
Hit
with
my
that.
link. Hit my link. And then if
I
you
agree
got a
with that.
Phantom, if you got a Moog Messenger, go get my sound back.
How do they follow you
Just saying.
on
So
Instagram? I'm gonna put it in the comments. It's at
It's
I'm gonna put it in the comments.
at Sheridan with an EN, SHERIDEN underscore Shanway, SHANWI. And on YouTube is Shanway Music and Tech. All you have to do is type in youtube.com/@ Shanway Music and Tech. And
Yeah,
it'll
y'all
take you to
follow
my
him. That's
page.
what he's talking about. Y'all follow him over there. I just put it in the comment section. Y'all follow him on Instagram, and then you got a link on your Instagram that leads them to your YouTube and all that, right?
It's in my bio.
Yeah. So y'all
Sebastian
hit
Wheat,
the
my
Inst.
guy. What's up, man?
Wheat works. He is the GOAT. I know he. I didn't got to
Yeah.
ask if he's gonna be in NAM next week. We know he's gonna be in NAM. Thank you,
oh
man.
yeah,
Thank you so
oh
At the
much.
yeah,
We
Viscount
know the
desk.
GOAT.
sure. Hey,
The
let me
GOAT
so
is
let me
gonna be
say this
there,
though.
and then
I
we're
know
gonna get out.
I talk crazy, and I know they love me for my crazy antics, right? I'm the black sheep of the family, right?
Nah, man. You keep the
However,
party going.
let me say this though. I do believe that when it comes down to it, this is probably my closing statement too. Um, Nord is definitely still winning off the steam of what it has done in pianos past and what it has done in organs past and what it has done
Hmm.
in the electric pianos past. And for people who
Yeah.
like the Nord synth, kudos to you. Me,
Hmm.
yeah, not really. But they definitely dropped the ball with they dropped the ball even in the stage 4 because they could have gave us USB-C um, just so we could be able to use that and use it as a central board. And then if you was gonna come out with the Electro or the Piano 6 or the Grand Piano 2 and still don't give us the USB-C and then you don't put a mod wheel or a pitch bend on neither one of those boards,
Yeah.
y'all could have kept that shit in the factory. Just being honest.
Now I'm
Y'all
gonna
could
give
have
y'all a
kept it in the
hack
factory.
to I want to stop you for a quick second because I'm gonna give you a quick hack that if nobody knows, and I'll share this link out on social. Um, this has been one of the best um things I purchased for my studio on Amazon. They like about $5 to $10. It's the regular smegular USB thing that you get, printer cable thing, USB
USB
B. I
B,
think
Doc.
it's
USB
USB
B.
B,
Yeah, SBB
USB
or
B
USB
on this
2.0.
side, and then you got USB C on this side. If y'all can see that, but it's these on Amazon. Just type in USB B to USB C. I have like 10 of these in the studio because everything is USB C now. But these companies keep spitting out these boards and all of this gear with this old thing on it. So I got tired of like buying all these little adapters and these little dongles and stuff to plug up to my computer. And I was just like, you know what? Let me just get this USB B to USB C. They're like
Mm-hmm.
$10 on Amazon. Get these if you got, which all of us got USB devices now. It ain't even USB-C devices. It ain't even like if you got a USB-C device. Now, everybody, if you got a computer in the last 10 years, it's got USB-C on
For
it.
sure.
So
Yeah.
go get you 5 or 6 of these and call it a day. But anyway,
So
finish your statement, Kenny.
I mean, just to close it out. I mean, again, I'm not going out. If I'm going to purchase another, I'm going to wait till Nord comes out with a new stage series. Now, on the newest stage series to come in the next 7 years,
Hmm?
hopefully has all of these updates, and I know it's going to have the pitch bend. I know it's going to have everything. But they win because they have the best sounding pianos. So
Yeah.
at this point, I remember Kanye West came out with a song called "Poopity Doopity Scoop," and he said people would listen to it because I'm Kanye West. That's what Nord has done with
With
the
the
Electro
Electro.
7. Yeah.
Yeah. You got any other closing statements, Sheridan? What you got to say to
Yeah.
close us out?
So
Before I get a
I'll
benediction.
say Nord did a good job. That has done a good job with their boards. They've done a good job with their boards. While disappointing, for somebody coming in off the rip, and they are just dead set on an Electro. Electro 7 is not. It's not a bad board. Not a
Yeah.
bad board at all. It didn't go as far as it needed to go to be called the Electro 7. kind of feels like they just took that 6 off and put a 7 on the back of it. But they need to. I hope Nord. I hope you're watching. I hope you listen. I hope y'all update these boards and listen to what we're saying. Just because you have a great opportunity and you have a lot of your audience, a few of your audience here on this live that have tapped in and agree with what we're saying. So I would definitely say take heed. Those guys that you have on your docket, you have some amazing gems on your docket, from your Danny Weatherspoons to your Glenn Gibsons to your Kevin Powells, to your Jai Nelsons to your Mike Burrells. Listen
In
to
the
these
comment
guys,
section.
man.
Yep.
They are gems. They are gems, and they have gems for y'all. Listen to them so they can help you take these boards to the next level. I would, on the flip side of that, say, if you're thinking about this Electro or you need a solution, a Nord solution, my advice to you would be to either do what Kenny said, save your money, get the Stage Compact 4, or go on and get that Stage Compact 3, because it's still at a reasonable price. And that board has held me down for years. So, that's, I mean, it's just like any other thing. You have to progress. You have to come out with new stuff to stay afloat and to remain a relevant company. But if you're gonna do it right.
Do it. Go
Let
ahead.
me
You
ask
had
this
something,
real
Skinny?
fast. Yeah, why haven't they integrated AI into these boards yet? Like everybody else is
That's a
starting
whole
to
nother.
integrate. No, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to like shift the conversation or prolong it. But I'm just thinking, like, right now we know that the lead in talks in tech right now is AI
AI.
integration into everything.
Yeah, and we get into our
Somebody's
So
figuring it
dolls.
out.
So
Yeah, I
yeah,
think it's going.
so
I think by 2030 we're gonna see heavy integration with that and everything. Somebody
don't
is
integrate it
yet
too
working.
bad though, because I don't want you stealing my gigs.
But
They come up
no,
with like hoop
seriously,
triggers and press the button and got somebody playing the whole service.
but what
I
I'm
know,
saying
right?
is this: just follow me for 2 seconds. I don't even need a whole minute. If you integrate AI into these boards, then it helps us understand the functionality of these boards without having to wait for YouTube or without having to wait
Yeah.
or read these long manuals to try to put two and two together.
So you
So
saying
I'm
like in the
wondering,
menus itself, you saying like, oh, there's a button in the menu that I hit and it says like, yo, how can I help you? Yo, I'm trying to figure out how to do this ASDR type crap. Oh yeah, that's easy. It points to the menu and shows you what you talking about, like
yes,
that kind of vibe. Like Chat
just give
GPT
us
in
some
your
form
board.
of just give us some form of AI integration where it gives us,
Yeah.
some more advancement and some more understanding to what's happening.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
mad
gonna
at
take a
that.
while because they're still trying to perfect Bluetooth and MIDI. That's facts. But
The
you know
the
who has
only thing I
Bluetooth
like
and
it,
MIDI
AI
perfected?
is dope.
Roland.
AI is super dope. It's dope. I love it, in terms of what it's able to buy. But also it's a lot. AI be lying, bro. Like it be stuff that I be hitting chat on, I be like, yo, da 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 da, and that joint will spit out a whole bunch of goobly gop. And I'm like, I think I asked it while we was live the other night, because I was trying to remember, like, okay, what all boards came out last year. I said, hey, what boards came out in 2025? That joint spit out the Yamaha Montage M. I was like, that did not come out in 2025. Then it's not, yeah, the Modi X did. It spit out the Modi X, but it also spit out the Montage. And then it spit out like three boards that came out in like 2022 or something. I was like, I just swiped up, bro, and I said, well, I'm just gonna go with what I remember
Yeah.
in my head. So yes,
Yeah.
it's dope, but it also be making stuff up sometimes. It be gassing. Like
But I think
19,
if
like
these
93
companies,
octane.
I think if these companies integrated where it's
Yeah, they'd have
specific
to get
to
their
their
own
brand,
database. Yeah, their own
yeah.
database
Yeah,
of
for
their
sure.
own thing, like Nord AI, Roland AI,
Yeah.
whatever. Man, we giving them all the ideas. We giving them all the sauce.
And if y'all and if this one company listening, UAD AI, please y'all fix that. Cause
That
I need
part.
UAD to come on with it. I love UAD.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but to close it out, I think that I think it's a dope situation. As much as we kind of griped and moaned about the pitch being my wheel situation, I'm still about to spend my money on it. Despite, what I'm saying, but um, yeah, I think that's it. That's my literal only gripe, is just the pitch being my wheel. If they did that or made it into a rack, you wouldn't have had this would have been a totally different conversation. We would have been on here for 2 hours talking about like when we gonna land at Nam to go check this out. We can't wait to see this joint. Can't wait to put our hands on it and do whatever. But yeah, I'm excited either way to see. We're gonna be out at NAM next week. So you guys, if you're gonna be out there next week, make sure y'all pull up. I know I'm gonna be landing in what Friday? When y'all landing in? I'm landing Friday. We're gonna be up
Thursday.
there Friday. We'll be
Thursday.
there Thursday. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
we're
mean,
gonna
I'll be
be
at Nam. I'll be at Nam Friday.
Vietnam. So we'll be there Friday. I know I'm out Saturday, so I probably won't. If you plan flying in
Mm.
on Saturday, you probably not gonna see me. I'm just gonna be there Friday. So we're doing a 1 day jump in
Yeah.
situation. But it's gonna be cool. So if you're gonna be out there, come holler at us. We're gonna try to do a live pod while we out there too, and do something, do some interesting stuff, connect with some people, shake some hands, make some friends, and do our thing, man. Yep, but no, y'all hang out, man. We gonna talk with you guys later. We're gonna get on. I gotta get to date night this Friday night. So all y'all husbands and wives and all of y'all people that do stuff, make sure y'all keep the
Friday,
fire
Friday,
lit.
Friday, Friday,
20
Friday.
years of 20 years of marriage. That's how we keep it lit. Is we keep that, we
Come on
honor
now.
the date night and keep it holy. You know what I'm saying? That's
I
what we
got
do.
my
So
show Friday night at 8.
I ain't gonna lie. On date night, I'm keeping it more another.
Oh no,
That
no,
is
All
no.
right,
homie
all right,
doc.
man.
It's PG,
That
it's
is homie
PG. You
doc.
know,
That
we
is
gotta keep
homie
it
doc.
Oh
PG
yeah, yeah,
because we
we
on the
all, yeah,
stream. But
we all
you know,
married.
we married,
Yeah.
we married. But you know, all right. We appreciate y'all. We'll talk to you guys on the next one. We out. Holla. Peace.